A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. The fake extra point.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15... mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
Can't do that.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Deshaun Jackson, incomplete. It leads
so line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Cowboys.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
30, Eagles 7.
And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taken from about the 12. So we've come to halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
7. Rick Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for them.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gerald McCoy picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation here, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys add on.
Lining up for the point after.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Wentz now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 26 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Is good.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Philadelphia.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the third quarter that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up.
Second and a yard.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
Eagles 14.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
38-yard line.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 38 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point after.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go